All right, guys, so we're back again, starting a business, building a brand, and so I guess you're wondering what all this stuff is. If you don't know, like I do amateur photography, and I'm pretty good doing landscape photography. So I decided to do my own, actually, that reminds me, I have these calendars. I have like literally 5 left, and I marked them down to like $20 or something, or 20, I think it's 2076, 20, 22, 20, anyway. It's around 20, I think 2076. So all my pricing, so anyway, back it up a minute here. I get ahead of myself. So the photography I do, amateur photography, I'm pretty good at it. So I wanted to take photos of my products here because I'll tell you a little bit of why and what I did. The calendar, I got like 5 of those left. All the pricing on my website, I wanted to get the theme of 1776. And I tried like 3776, 2770, 1776, all this other stuff. And I think, that was just getting in the weeds too much of like where I talked before about like, oh, I'm going to bundle these up in a kit. Then I realized like 50% of men are pretty much like buzzed hair or bald. So it's like, I'm too clever for my own good. So anyway, it's all like 76 cents. That may even go to like double zeros here the more I think about it. I don't know. Let me know what you think, okay? So anyway, I broke these out into products, and this is something I wanted to do from the get-go, but there's so much work that had to be done in the back end of the site. So I broke it out, and what I've seen a lot of people are doing, they're not my competitors. There's no such thing as competitors in this industry. Anyway, people that were doing what I'm doing, and they're up here, they're breaking them out to like twos. Two bars of soap, and what I did is either like, you can either buy the Black Sea or Cedar and Saffron as a bundle, the two that come together, they're always going to be twos, or 2 Black Seas. I mean, I actually like the Black Sea, but for whatever reason, the Cedar and Saffron are selling, maybe it sounds French or something, but they're selling better. I have no idea what's up with that. So I did there's some few shots. It was a lot of trial and error to where it's like some people was telling me like, hey, you should have hired that out, let other people do it. But it's like, dude, I got a workhorse camera. I got the equipment. I just need to spend some time in learning this. And here's the deal. I could have reached out to someone, and by the time I would have shipped the products to the people, they would have sent me back some photos. I would tell them, no, this is what the theme of the business is. It's like hunting, fishing, conservation, outdoorsy. I hate to use the word outdoorsy. Outdoorsman, sportsman type of theme, okay? Like old school stuff. And then we would go back and forth. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take a few shots of my own, put it up there. So if you think they're garbage, let me know. But chances are, I'm just going to leave them up on the site. And I'll deal with it once we build out bigger. But yeah, so anyway, give me one soap back here. I built out the site. I broke everything out in individual products. I still kept the kits because I think some people would maybe want the kits, instead of buying like two bars of soap, 2 deodorants, 2 shampoos. I'm going to give them the option just to buy one if they want it, and that would be a kit. I don't want to. So I work 9 to 5, okay? So I don't want to go and like package this 1 bar of soap up, run it to the post office. It's not going to work out. And that was the whole idea of the kits, where I can just put all 3 in there and go. But yeah, I should have did this from the get-go. So I have a few product photography shots out there, broken out the website. I priced everything. I think that's fair. Because one of the things, and I did give a discount code at the top of the website, and what I'm probably going to try to do is like, hey, if you want 25% off, give me your email. And what happens is, people give you their email and they'll just cancel out, and that's fine. But just starting out, I like that extra step. I think is going to deter people from buying versus like, oh, here's the discount code. It's real simple, WT25. Click buy. Move on, because right now at this stage it's like everything's like pretty much going good, and I just need to really focus on selling this stuff, and that's the whole other ball game, because I promise you the first hire I make is going to be like a marketing director. So it is a different animal, that is for sure. So So this week, that's what we did. I did. I broke everything out, and I think the site looks pretty good. It's nice, clean. Like I'm a minimalist, so I like to see like what the heck I'm doing. You know, I like to see everything right there. Give me the like. I don't want to read a story about nothing. Okay, it's not going to happen for me. I lose focus pretty good. So anyway, I want to know what it is. I can buy it. Here's the discount code. And for whatever reason, even though I have the discount code up top here, people just don't even use it. It's just like, it's right there. It's right there in front of you. Maybe I should put it before the over $60 in shipping. And that's another thing. I may do like a flat rate shipping of $5 and anything above 60. I think I'm going to do that route. I actually may change that before this video even goes out. So you may just say shipping flat rate $5. You know, and it just is what it is. Just keep life a lot simple. So that's what is going on the product side here. And there's also, man, I wish I would have brought that with me, but there's a guy named Darren Hardy. He has a book out, like, it's like the best year ever. And it's basically like breaking down your goals and everything. And I thought, I mean, it's a gone to like try to like figure it out and like, what the hell is this guy even talking about? And he has like there's a 2-hour like podcasting that kind of goes with it, and he starts explaining everything in very detail. Like he's a storyteller, okay? And the guy's very successful, but he's a storyteller. He can sell. People buy into this self-improvement all the time. So listen to that. It makes perfect sense. So I'm going to run with this. I think it's like each book's like 12 weeks, so I guess you got to keep reoccurring and buying the books. But basically, it's like what you're looking at is an Eisenhower matrix. Once you figure out like these things move the needle, like putting these products out, I have to do it, okay? The next up is going to be Amazon, and the soap's going to go on Amazon first because there's some things I don't like about the shampoo and the deodorant. The deodorant, so if you go from like an antiperspirant to like a natural deodorant with aluminum free, it's different. It takes a while for your body to adapt. And I'm afraid people are just too crazy to where it's like, they're like, oh man, your deodorant's not working. And it's like, well, you know, you got to give your body some time to adjust. Because I was the same way when I was trying these products out. I kept telling the guys like, man, this isn't working. I'm smelling myself. And he's like explaining to me the process. And I'm like, okay, well, this makes sense. Let's try it some more. And I actually had to take some of this with me to work to put on the second application. And if I was going before the gym, I would put on an application too. But I'm afraid, and then in the soap here, I sent one out and the lid actually cracked open. And so I have a chart, like I call it a QC chart, quality control chart, to where it's like, hey, take every lid and try to snug it down, you know, nothing hard, just snug it a little bit to make sure it's on there. So I had that, but what happens is, this is pretty cut and dry, the soap here. I mean, it's pretty fantastic. And it's hard to lose on that one. So I'm afraid like this stuff with this right here, I'm gonna get bad reviews just because people are, you know, sometimes they can be stupid. It's like, bro, what are you doing? You know, it's like, use common sense, you know. The lid comes off, that sucks, you know, I'll send you a new one. And also I've been doing obviously shrink wrap here on it too, but I don't know if that, I don't have much faith in it. But anyway, the soap, so back into Darren Hardy, I think it's pretty good. We knocked out the breaking apart these products out individually. Next up's Amazon and the soap, so I would love to get reviews on that. There's also a lot of other things going on, is the manufacturer I'm working with now to go. So the idea of building a brand, like, let's be real, like, I can work with this. I mean, this stuff's all quality, but the direction I want to go, I'm finding out that the local artisan is going to be difficult to work with. Not only so much as like the brand, it's like you want to be like elegant. I hate to say elegant, like, oh, look at me type of stuff, but it's going to have to be, these labels are crooked, okay? And the guy must have had his daughter do these. It's the sweetest thing ever, but that happens, you know, and people are like, hey, these labels are crooked, you know, and it's like, yeah, okay, that's why I had to put in the description, handcraft means humans do it, so labels may or may not be straight. But the manufacturers, they cost more, and they can provide more in like bulk, you know, where these, like I think I pretty much tapped this guy out, you know, when I bought all my products here, I tapped him out pretty much. And I can't expand on that type of, you know, he did a great job, but I just can't expand on it. So I will continue to do these local artisans, but they'll be more for like drop events, like, hey, because it takes like 2 months sometimes for these products to come out. And it just takes time on that end too. And it takes time on the manufacturer's end. But I am working with the manufacturer now to where we can buy not so much. Like, so when you work at these manufacturers, they're like, hey, minimum quantity is like 5,000, 10,000. You know, I mean, y'all better start getting dirty or something for me to sell all this stuff out. So that's what's going on. Darren Hardy, and that book's really going to have like a rifle focus on like what I need to do. Not only what the needle movers are, he has something, it's called like the Eisenhower matrix, where there's like 4 squares. It's like goal 1, goal 2, goal 3. And then down here, it's like, it's pretty much, he calls it the vortex, the devil's vortex. These are the Holy Trinity and stuff. And but the devil's vortex. And basically when I was doing the Eisenhower matrix, it was the same thing. It was like, you either get rid of it or you delegate it, you know, contract it out, something like that. And but this is going to be more focused, and I like how he has his weekly review. It's weekly rhythm is what he calls it, to where once you get in a rhythm of doing things where it's like second nature. But like even if it's going to the gym and you miss a week because you're on vacation or something, it's hard to restart that. So that's something else I've been working on, and I think that's going to be a very good product. If you guys want to know more about it, I'll definitely do a review on that. But that's what's going on in this business. There's a lot of going on to where you think I always overestimate my ability to do things. So like the product photography, I'm like, oh, I can knock that out in a half day. Dude, it took like 3 days, you know, just to learn a little bit, bounce it back, learn a little bit. Oh, now I got to calibrate my my monitor, you know, so I had to buy this calibration device. And I never sold my landscape photography before, so I never really cared to calibrate my screens, but now apparently I do, because when I go to post on like Instagram or something, it's completely dark, so I have to brighten it up there. So it's like, why am I just doing this post-processing? Anyway, the rant's over, guys. Wild and Thunder, everything's broken out. 25% off on your products, anything over $60, free shipping. Appreciate your effort. Like, subscribe, follow me. We are going somewhere, and it's going to be fun, guys.